Hello all. Before we begin the video, let's discuss CloudFoundation. CloudFoundation is the premier online training platform to help individuals and organizations gain knowledge and skills in the ever-growing cloud computing industry.
So this token will try to fetch the value from the employee directory. For the employee name, for the date of birth, for the date of what you call hire. Whatever the tokens are there. In that way, only the token is being defined by the SAP. We have not defined anything. It is a standard one. So now you are seeing a content here. You can use this content because this is by default already created by SAP. But if you want to add some information in the content, how you will add the information? You have to suppose you want to add some content, you want to add some paragraph. So with the paragraph you also need to add the tokens. Necessary tokens. You should not write in a generic language. But whatever the value you want to fetch from the directory, for that value you have to add the relevant tokens in the paragraph. That will help us to fetch the value when it will be triggered. This was one example. When I'm just scrolling down, you can see a lot of examples are there. But if I'm taking something, welcome message notification with reset password. When you go into the reset password, so you can see here where this is welcome to SuccessFactor and notification will be sent to all employees. Your login information and the credential it will be showing. So username in the notification it is employee underscore username with inverted brackets. But when the system this token will pick the value from the directory and when notification is sent, it will send the actual username. The token will be replaced with the username. Set the password URL. So, whatever is the password, URL is there. That will also be replaced with. The URL will be replaced with this, tokens. When it will be sent to the user. So from a notification point of view, if you are coming up with some issues, or when any ticket, you have to go to the email notification template. This one email notification template. And from here you have to find what is the issue, what is the notification issue which the customer is facing. Go and search for that notification and then you need to check the tokens. Is it an existing one or is there any change in the token or not? Okay. And whatever modification you are doing, we can able to save the changes and we can download. We have the option of download also. And in the future we can use our template again by importing it. Okay. Okay, now coming into the change language. Okay, so in the change language you can see multiple languages are there. Okay, so in the real time you will not have all these languages. You will only have the languages, which is only relevant to your customer. Suppose, your customer is located in 4 countries, France, Germany, Belgium and Australia. So whatever languages which they are speaking in these countries, those languages has to be enabled. Okay, So those languages has to be enabled. So where we are enabling those languages from the back-end system. That is from the provisioning system. Got it? So when we are enabling those languages from the provisioning system, those languages will be reflecting here in the change languages. Only those languages will be there. Here, it is a demo system. By default, it is reflecting all the languages. So whatever languages you are choosing, that languages it will be showing here. As an end user from the front-end system. Okay, so this is also sometimes a requirement where some new languages you need to enable it. So where you need to enable it, you have to go into the provisioning. I will show you with the help of screenshot. Okay, now coming into the proxy. There is a concept called proxy, so I'm just ignoring this. This is not that much relevant. That is, into the compensation number format. Forms or accessibility on groups will go into the proxy. So now let's go into the proxy. So even the proxy, the part of the proxy, one of the participants he or she has told right now. The purpose of the proxy is to go into another account, another user's account, and do certain activity whenever it is required. So proxy is the tool in SuccessFactors which is used by the manager or by the user whenever there is a requirement. When the manager is not available and on manager's absence, work should not be affected. And in that case, manager will nominate a user in his absence so that that user will act as a proxy. He can perform the task by entering into the manager's account and use that particular feature. By getting the access from the particular feature, granting that access with the help of the proxy. Okay, there are certain scenarios. For example, a payroll manager. His role is to run the manager. His role is to run the payroll. But a payroll executive do the preliminary activities. So suppose, if a manager is not available at that time, what will happen? Manager will nominate the payroll executive so that particular week when the payroll has to be run or executed. So in that case, what happens? The payroll executive will act as a proxy user and he can able to run the payroll on the manager's absence on that particular week. Okay, got it. So for that purpose we have a tool called proxy management and 4 ways we can able to create the proxies. Okay, so these are the 4 methods for which we can able to go and create the proxies. Okay, so the first method, third method and the fourth method. First method, third method and the fourth method are used. For configuring the proxy. Okay, so I will show you all the 4 methods. And the second method is the method which is the individual proxy. What is the meaning of the individual proxy without taking the help of the admin? That is the help of the admin. Any manager can able to create their own proxies. The individual, if management want. If management don't want they can restrict the proxy by without giving the proxy rights. Now, when you go here into the system, can you see the proxy tab here? No, because the reason is that the proxy tab is being disabled. Okay, so if management don't want to give the proxy access here, they can disable that tab here. Okay, so how you need to enable that tab that I will show you. So I have to go to the admin center. Okay, going into the tools. Going into the company settings. Under the company settings, can you see company system and logo setting? Can you see here? Click on this. And now you can see a lot of features are there here. Can you see here? Lot of features are showing here which are enabled. Go to Control F. And just type proxy. Can you see here? Disable proxy access. Now, if you want to enable it, just uncheck it. And just try to save it. Can you see the save option here? Save company system settings. Just click on save it. Can you see company system settings saved? Okay, just log out.
And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.